All right. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting of the Student Affairs Committee to order at 9:05 a.m. Central Time. I appreciate your understanding as I'm calling in from Washington, D.C. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
In accordance with Tennessee Code 844-108, Section C4, trustees who are participating remotely will need to respond to 2 questions when their name is called. Can you hear me? And are you alone? If not, please identify the other persons present in the room from which you are participating. Chair McInnes, I will proceed with the roll. Trustee Gibson? Here. Trustee Johnson?
Here.
Trustee May? Here. Trustee O'Malley?
Here.
Trustee McInnes?
Here, and I'm by myself.
Trustee Suggs? Here. Madam Chair, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. We have a quorum, and I will call the meeting to order. The minutes of the June 6, 2025 Student Affairs Committee meeting were circulated in advance. Are there any corrections or additions to the minutes? If no corrections, hearing none, I move to approve the minutes as written. Is there a second?
Second.
Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Trustee Gibson? Here. Trustee Johnson?
Here.
Trustee May? Here. Trustee O'Malley?
Here.
Trustee McInnes?
Aye.
And those were all ayes.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. The minutes are approved. I'd also like to take a quick moment and welcome Trustees Johnson and Gibson to the Student Affairs Committee, as well as to the board. It's great to have you all join the Student Affairs Committee this year, and thank you for your wonderful service. I'd now like to recognize Dr. Leonard Clemens, Vice President for Student Affairs, who will provide information about the food court expansion. Dr. Clemens?
Thank you, Trustee McInnes. So our dining services, we have completed our food court expansion, and we are really excited about it. Our new food court, as you see on the screen, now includes a Subway, Payway, and the largest Chick-fil-A on campus in the southeastern region. And we are really excited about that. I'm more excited that it's larger than Murray State's. That's the part. We've also expanded it as you saw in the HPB building, ribbon cutting on yesterday. There's refreshments there, smoothie shop that's become really popular as well. So we're really excited about these expansions being completed. They were on time, and this continues to contribute to the dining experience that Govs are excited about. And to my understanding, a little bit early data, the amount of engagement within all of our dining services have ticked up. I think sales have increased a little bit over 400% so far, just at the beginning of the year. So we're really excited about that. That concludes my report, Trustee McInnes.
Thank you, Vice President Clemens. I too am excited about this food court, I have to say. I mean, what a diversity. So it makes me want to go have lunch now. Here, are there any questions for Dr. Clemens or discussion about the food court expansion? Hearing no further discussion, we will move on to the next item. Vice President Clemens, please provide information about Govs Connect.
Absolutely. We're really excited about Govs Connect. This is a partnership with our partners in marketing and PR. This is a new student engagement platform that was really needed on campus that allows us to track student engagement. We are able to do some additional features such as engagement badging, manage student organizations, and do some campus-wide event marketing. As you may previously remember, there were 2 separate apps that we had before. It was P Mobile and P Connect, I believe. Now we have them all in one, and it's Govs Connect. What this allows us to do is to track engagement. So we can now see for students who is engaged and who is not, take that data and turn it into practice for early intervention efforts for students that we see are not engaging properly, which is a high impact practice. In addition to that, engagements on this continue to rise. In the opening weekend, there were over 20,000 interactions on this platform. And so we are really excited to see this. This is also not just for social engagement. Our academic partners also have an opportunity to do this. And when students come to events or programs, all they have to do is tap in with their mobile ID, and we're able to track who they are and what events they participate in. So another addition to increasing the student experience at Austin.
Thank you, Vice President Clemens. This is an information item and requires no action. Are there any questions for Dr. Clemens or discussion about Govs Connect? I'm sorry, did somebody have a comment? Okay. Hearing no further discussion, we will move on to the final information item. Once again, Dr. Clemens, please provide information about implementing Engage, the Student Affairs Strategic Plan.
As you all know, we launched a strategic plan in January of 2024, and we are on pace and on target and ahead of schedule with some of our strategies already. Some of the quick highlights I want to share with you, some of you may already know this. One, we've completed our summer internship program that had 11 students across industries, across Montgomery County in partnership with Workforce Essentials and a $50,000 grant. This helps us continue to push our efforts of making sure that students have positive career outcomes before they graduate or as they graduate. In addition to that, I already shared with you about the student engagement platform. You will hear soon about some exciting news with expanding our basic needs services that we provide to students on campus. In addition to that, lastly, with Goal 3, our spirit of well-being, within the next few weeks, we will be launching a campus-wide well-being effort called the People's Well-Being, because we know that students who are not well, whether it be socially, physically, or mentally, have a less likelihood of being successful. And so that is one of the things on the next frontier that we're tackling is student well-being outside the classroom. Outside of that, students have returned with levels of engagement that continue to rise. And one of the focuses of the Division of Student Affairs this year is to ensure that we have more meaningful partnerships with our colleagues in the Division of Academic Affairs. We know that when academic and student affairs are aligned, students thrive more and students become more successful. So we're really excited about this partnership. And Provost Cordova and I will be kicking this off with the Reimagine Student Success Task Force that kicks off next week. That concludes my report on our strategic plan process, and we are on pace and on track.
Thank you, Dr. Clemens. This is an information item and requires no action. Are there any questions or comments for Dr. Clemens about implementing Engage, the Student Affairs Strategic Plan?
Yeah, I just like to say, visiting the Health Professions Building yesterday and counseling area and speaking with some of the staff there, I think it's a great push for the students who need counseling, therapy. There are a lot of students that are quiet and not sharing. And if we can get those individuals engaged, that's a very positive.
Thank you, Trustee May. Does anyone else have any other questions or comments? I'd just like to commend the Vice President of Student Affairs and the entire Student Affairs Division. It's been a very busy time, as usual, this time of year, and just great things are happening with all these different things that you mentioned today, Vice President Clemens, and also the additional things that are being done on campus. So I was on campus recently. It's just last week for a bid day for the MPC Greek organizations, and it was so exciting. Everybody was so happy and just loved Austin Peay. So please keep doing the great work. Thank you so much to everybody on the Student Affairs team. This concludes our agenda, and I move that the meeting adjourned. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, sir. It is moved and seconded that the meeting adjourn. Madam Secretary, please call the roll, and trustees, please respond by either A or nay.
Trustee Gibson? Aye. Trustee Johnson?
Aye.
Trustee May? Aye. Trustee O'Malley?
Aye.
Trustee McInnes?
Aye. The ayes have it, and the meeting is adjourned at 9:15 Central Time. Thank you, friends.